Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're zooming in on a situation that's unfolding right outside our doors, and honestly, right inside our homes too. We're talking about India's urban water crisis. Now, this isn't some distant, abstract threat for future generations to figure out. It's a daily reality that's hitting our routines, our household budgets, and our cities today. But here's the good news. It is a reality we can absolutely solve. So today, we're going to break down exactly what's happening beneath the concrete, and way more importantly, what you and I can actually do about it right now.
Here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. First, the underground sponge crisis. Second, India's urban water emergency. Third, zero-cost indoor water hacks. Fourth, smart outdoor water management. Fifth, the joint bank account. And finally, 5 daily water takeaways.
All right, let's jump right into part 1, the underground sponge crisis. Understanding our hidden water bank.
Okay, to really wrap our heads around this, you have to picture the earth beneath us not as solid rock, but as a giant underground sponge. Seriously, think of it like that. When it rains, water sinks through the dirt until it hits a solid rock layer it just can't pass. It gets trapped right there in the cracks and pores of the sand and gravel above it. This soaked zone is called an aquifer, or a groundwater reservoir. So when a city or a builder digs a bore well, they aren't tapping into some underground river. They're simply drilling a pipe down into this soaked sponge to suck the water up. And here's a crazy fact. Some of these aquifers literally took thousands of years to fill up.
Now, for thousands of years, things worked perfectly. We had this great historical balance. Rain would naturally refill or recharge that earth sponge, and human usage was, well, pretty low. But take a look at the modern imbalance. As our cities exploded in size, we completely covered the earth in tar roads and concrete buildings. It's basically a giant lid. So when it rains now, the water can't sink in, it just floods the streets and runs off into dirty drains. And at the exact same time, we've got millions of electric pumps draining that underground sponge 24/7. We're literally pulling water out of the bank way faster than nature can put it back in.
Moving on to part 2, India's urban water emergency. The reality of day zero in our metros.
Just look at how incredibly fast this crisis is moving. In early 2024, Bangalore faced a historic emergency. The groundwater just dried up. High-rise apartments completely ran out of water, and the price of a single private water tanker skyrocketed from 600 rupees to over 2,000 rupees almost overnight. Then, looking at the projections for 2025 to 2026, Hyderabad is shaping up to be the worst-hit metro for groundwater depletion. People are drilling illegal bore wells past 1,000 feet deep just to find a tiny trickle. And over in Mumbai, by June 2026, the main lakes dropped below 15% capacity, and a strike by the tanker mafia completely choked off the city's backup supply. This is what it looks like when our water bank is running on empty.
But here is the number that really hits home: 60%. More than 60% of agriculture in India depends on this exact same groundwater for irrigation. So when those rural pumps run dry, farmers literally cannot water their crops. That leads to massive drops in food production, which immediately causes the prices of your daily essentials, like rice, wheat, and veggies, to shoot through the roof. This isn't just about taking a shower. The water crisis directly hits your monthly grocery budget.
It paints a pretty intense picture, right? The municipal pipes are leaking, the bore wells have to go deeper every year, and private tankers are getting wildly expensive. So the big question is, how do we actually prevent a total day zero scenario and protect our wallets from these crazy price spikes?
That brings us to part 3, zero-cost indoor water hacks, saving liters without spending rupees.
Let's start right in the house with everyday chores. We all know the drill of mopping the floors. If you use just one bucket, the water turns muddy super fast and you have to dump it and refill it over and over. Total waste. Instead, try the 2-bucket mopping method. It's exactly what it sounds like. Keep bucket A filled with your soap and clean water, and bucket B just plain water. When your mop gets dirty, rinse all that dirt out in bucket B first. Give it a squeeze, and then dip it into bucket A for fresh soap. It's such a simple trick, but it keeps your soapy water clean for so much longer and saves you from constantly turning on that tap.
Next up is the bathroom, which honestly accounts for a huge chunk of our indoor water waste. Older single-button toilets are massive water hogs, wasting gallons every flush. But here's an amazing, entirely free hack. Take a standard 1-liter plastic bottle, fill it up with sand or water so it's heavy, and just drop it safely inside your toilet's flush tank. Just make sure it's away from the moving parts. Because that bottle is taking up physical space, the tank fills up with 1 less liter of water every single time. A family of 4 will automatically save dozens of liters a day, and you literally don't have to change your routine at all.
It's all about shifting these small daily habits. Take bathing, for example. A quick 5-minute shower uses about 3 times the amount of water as a traditional 15 to 20-liter bucket bath. So, switch back to the bucket. When brushing your teeth, leaving the top running wastes a staggering 18 liters of water. Just grab a single plastic mug, fill it, and use only that. And in the kitchen, never wash your veggies or rice under a running tap. Wash them in a large bowl instead. And the best part? You can take that nutrient-rich starch water left in the bowl and pour it right into your potted plants. Double win!
Okay, let's head outside for part 4, smart outdoor water management, preserving water outside the house.
If there is a golden rule for the outdoors, it is this: absolutely ban the hosepipe. Washing a scooter or a car with a running hose wastes hundreds of liters. It's crazy. Instead, use the 2-bucket vehicle wash method again. Bucket 1 gets the water and shampoo to wipe down the dirt with a sponge. Bucket 2 is plain water to wipe off the soap. Done. And here is a fantastic pro tip. Always try to park in the shade. Direct sunlight literally bakes the metal and makes dust stick to it like glue. Parking in the shade means your vehicle stays cleaner for much longer, meaning you don't have to wash it as often.
Here are a few more really clever outdoor tricks for you. Do you have an air conditioner? Hang a bucket under that drain pipe outside. On a hot day, it can easily fill a 10 to 15-liter bucket with perfectly clean, soap-free water. It's amazing for watering plants or cleaning the porch. Speaking of plants, try clustering your pots together in a corner. They'll actually shade each other and create a humid little microclimate, which keeps the soil moist longer. Always water them early in the morning or late in the evening, so the hot sun doesn't just evaporate it all instantly. Oh, and if your driveway is looking dusty, grab a broom, not a hose.
Part 5, the joint bank account, sharing the responsibility.
Remember that underground sponge? Think of our city's groundwater reservoir like a massive joint bank account. We are all swiping our debit cards, constantly withdrawing from it. But if only one person stops wasting the balance while everyone else just keeps draining it, the bank is still going to crash. We need some serious teamwork to open a savings plan and protect this bank together.
So there are 3 main pillars to managing this shared account. First up is the individual. That's us. At home, we need to leave small patches of open soil instead of concreting our entire yards. We have to let the rain seep in. Second is the society level, or your RWAs. Apartment blocks have massive roofs. Societies really need to pool funds, connect those terrace drains into centralized rainwater harvesting tanks, and dig recharge wells in the common parks. And finally, the government. They've got to step up and strictly enforce building laws, like no water connection for builders who skip the harvesting pits. Plus, they need to start using porous concrete for public pavements so rain can actually make its way back to the earth.
Finally, Part 6, 5 daily water takeaways, your day-to-day action plan.
All right, let's distill all of this into 5 concrete takeaways you can start executing literally today. Number 1, stop letting your RO filter and AC drain pipes run to waste. Catch that runoff water in buckets for mopping or plants. Number 2, ban the hose pipe outdoors. Use brooms for your driveway and the 2-bucket method for your vehicles. Number 3, do the 1-liter plastic bottle hack in your older toilet tanks to instantly cut down on flush waste. Number 4, ditch the shower and switch back to the highly efficient bucket and mug bath. And number 5, get involved with your RWA and make sure your building actually has functional, centralized rainwater recharge pits.
So, there you have it. The urban water crisis isn't some sci-fi future possibility. It's right here, right now, heavily impacting everything from our morning routines to the price of our groceries. But as we've seen today, the solutions don't require millions of rupees or fancy tech. They just require a shift in our daily habits and a real commitment to protecting our shared resources. So as you look at your own day-to-day routine, I want to leave you with one final question to chew on. Are you going to be a saver or a spender in our city's water bank? Think about it. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.